Hi, it's Amelie. Today for just practicing, we're going to play the Symphony number 4 just excerpts, not the whole thing. Flute excerpts. The first one will be Symphony number 4, second movement, the solo from Beethoven. Then the second one we will do Afternoon of a Faun from Debussy, and the third one will be William Tell Overture by Rossini. So I'm just gonna start. It's a live stream, so if you have any questions, comments, just leave them in the live chat. Nicolas is chatting with you guys, and also I can answer your questions right away. Okay, I'm gonna try it once. I'll slur just to get, like a sound, sound thing. There's a little mistake in my music at bar 69, so check in your edition. Here I have 4/16 notes, but it's 3/16 and an 8. It's not da-da-da-da, it's da-da-da-da, because it's all triplets. Except in the beginning, you have, it's subdivided in 4, each 8 notes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. But then after that, you're pretty much always 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 for the whole excerpt. So now I'm going to do it again, and I'm going to do the articulations. When you do just before E, that scale of E flat major going up, start on Ka. If you like, you should do double tonguing, and you should start on Ka. So kata 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 kata. You could do simple, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, simple works. I like double, but yeah, so I think it's a pretty simple one. Just make sure you hold the, that you understand the rhythm here. Even if you're thinking of it in 8 notes, you can also try to make it a long phrase. When you have those short notes, it's bouncy and it's going towards, it's going forward. And when you have those da-da, da-da, that kind of creates a sense of urgency when you have those types of rhythms that are not on the beat, like da-yam, 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 Like at 68, you have a crescendo there, and then you go back to piano because you have a new thing starting there. So I'm going to do it again and try to make these things obvious. that's pretty much it. I think just before 69 I went softer a bit too early. So I'm gonna do the 68 again. I think you can hear the difference there, the contrast. Yeah, make sure you keep that A natural, the whole bar, those types of little things, that you understand the rhythm. Is there any question about that? No? So it's pretty soft. Make a contrast before between the staccato and the legato. And maybe I'll just play it one more time because I think I forgot one articulation in one spot, and then I'll go to the next one. Oh, and for breathing, yeah, you should take a big one before you start. And then when you have a long note that's slurred, you can cut it if you need to. So like, let's say a second of E after that B flat, you could shorten it and take a breath there. Same thing at 67, you know. And then when you have the rest, it's good spots to breathe. You should choose where to breathe, write it down, and try to work with that. If you feel you don't need as much, you know, you can move them around, but it's a good thing to decide where you're going to breathe. I'm not happy with that bar. I'll do it again. That's it for this one. I'm gonna go to the next one. So Afternoon of a Faun. That one is something for breathing. Very moderate. So yeah. I'm gonna try it in one breath just to see. I used to not be able to. I'll see if I got any better. I don't remember what speed I was doing it at. I think I have another excerpt book with it, so just 1 second. Here, my other excerpt book.
There's also one gonna have. They're beige.
It's a green one. No, whatever. It's just... Okay, because I think sometimes I work some things on certain books and some other stuff in other books. I might have written more in this one.
We'll make our own excerpt book too.
Yeah, we should make our own. It would be smart. So just find it. Okay. Here I was doing it at 96 per 8 notes. Let's see. My God, my teacher wrote so much in that book. I have to go back. It's like visually aggressive, you know?
Yeah.
So aggressive. Yeah, she was a bit aggressive too. So most of my teachers were amazing, except for this one who was writing very aggressively in my book. Okay, let's do this. I'll try again. Okay, I did it this time. What I did is I emptied my lungs so that it would be easier to fill them up even more before I started. So that worked. And I stayed a bit softer the whole time. Maybe too soft when it gets the crescendo. No, I think it was not bad. It was okay. So I'll go at 1 now. I'll try that again. So the rhythm is not as complicated as it seems. Just subdivide it in 8 notes. And like, let's say the second beat, ta 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 ta, you know.
What is the author?
You just subdivide in 2 or in 3, and just know where your beats are, and maybe write little lines if you're not sure, and that's it.
What's the author of your book? Like, what type of book is that, or edition, or from who?
Okay, so this one that I'm reading in is the Jeannie Baxtresser book.
Okay, that's all you need to say.
Yeah, and I have another one that's a German thing that's pretty similar. Okay, at 1. It's not bad. And then before 2, I was never asked to play that in an audition, but you get this in the book. Something like that. And then at 2, sorry, I just need to work on that choreography. Okay. I'll have to do a turn page in a weird spot, but I'll try to do my best. I kind of like not tonguing there, just going. That's cool. So this one is really about breathing. Make sure when you breathe that you open your rib cage, you know, because you need to get as much air as you can there. Sometimes we tend to only breathe, do the belly breathing, only push the belly forward, which is okay, but if you only do that, you might not have enough to go through that whole phrase there. And also I feel my shoulder blades going away from each other in my back. I try to leave my shoulders resting on my shoulder blades and not push them down or up, but they're gonna be pushed up a little bit just by my body getting, you know, wider because of the air. So I go, obviously everything's going up, and you shouldn't force anything up or down here. It's just following the motion. Okay, then you have to be careful with all the accidentals. Make sure you're learning the right notes, the right rhythms. Pick places to breathe that are logical, like after a long note. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it one more time, maybe with a tuner, just to see how where I am with that. Okay. And I prefer not to tongue those soft notes. I think it's clearer to just go whoo than tub, and sometimes it's so little air that it's not that clear. But it's really a personal thing. Some people will prefer something else. It's wait. Okay, I'll do just yeah. Okay, I'll do that before too. Something like that. Here. Okay. So yeah, I encourage you to practice it with a tuner, with a metronome too, to make sure. It's the type of piece that maybe you'll want to start faster and go slower because it's a breathing thing. There's little spots that are a bit faster, like at 2 after 2 you get to do 6 notes in 1/8 note. And then when you do in the 9/8, those things, it's 4 per 8 notes, so it's a bit faster. The rest is not that fast. It's really about learning the right notes. Also, I remember I used to overthink the vibrato, overthink everything, because I was like, it's an excerpt. Now I got overly stressed over excerpts. It's just music like all the other music that you play. Listen to different versions maybe, and just play it naturally. Let the vibrato be there naturally, I would say. So yeah, that's good. Any question? No? Let's go to the next one. Rossini William Tell Overture. So I think it's just that little part. Yeah. I'll try it once with a metronome. I'll try it at 69 just to see. I used to do it here at 76. I don't know. Let's do 72. It's in the middle. This type of I like to start a bit slower and accelerate the trill there, and then so the trill E and D and E, you just go like this, and then you just move that finger. And then practice that part a little bit. The beginning is pretty known. It's played in a lot of comics for little kids. So I'm gonna do that all slurred. I think I'm gonna do that faster, all slurred, but just one beat at a time. Maybe like 100. So I'm at a bit after F. I'll do it slowly. Then that's a bit similar, the rest. Let's see here. So I'll go at 205. Okay, then at 60. G. You can also start by really subdividing everything and, you know, doing it like this, you know, let's see here. You know, subdividing is usually a good solution, especially if it's a bit tough technically or rhythmically. So at G. And I won't put the little tiratata, the grace notes. I won't put the grace notes for now. Okay. I'm gonna do that again and add the grace notes at G. Not bad. Maybe I could redo the whole thing once. Is there any question? No? Okay, I'll do the whole thing once more with nothing. When you start an upbeat, put a ka instead of a ta, you know? So if you start on the downbeat, you do taka 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 ta. And if it's like ta ka taka taka ta, because you start on the second of the group of 6, then start with a ka, so that your ta is on the strong beat. So that's it. I'll do that again for that trill. I was not happy. I didn't count the beats in between. Maybe if you're doing an audition, you should count them because sometimes they want to know if you can count. But you know, so what you can do is just sing it in your head because it's exactly the same thing that you're gonna play. I'll do it again. I'll do it correctly, as if I was doing an audition. I would count, but you just have to sing it. And then you do your own. Okay, I'll do that again. Something like that. It's important sometimes if you're practicing for an audition to continue, even if you made a little mistake, just go on. And then you can come back later and say, oh, that part, I didn't feel that comfortable, and you go back to it. Either that day or you take a note, and next time you can work on that. Because you don't need to do everything all at once. And as I say very often, rest in between practice is very important. So I like to have a little book and write down, okay, next time I'll practice this part more. So like, let's say G, because G is the toughest part, I think, in that excerpt. So that's what I would be focusing on the next time. And always the same things, using a metronome, going from slower and getting faster gradually. You can use different types of rhythms, articulations, just to work on it and, play around with it. So any questions, comments?
They're coming, but we can do the...
Okay. So if you would like to have some private lessons with me, we offer Skype lessons or any other way to do it online lessons. You can email us at info@theflutechannel.com and we will send you all the information for that. If you want some merch like this shirt or any other things, we have a nice poster. We have mugs, we have all types of nice things. You can go on our store, it's in the description below. If you are looking for a flute, you can use our code TFC. People are using our code, thank you so much. It gives you some perks, like a longer warranty, you can try more flutes. It's worldwide, and so the Flute Center of New York, they have a website, flutes4sale.com, so flutes4sale.com. You use our code TFC, and this helps us out, and it helps us. It's a win-win situation. So you can also call them. They're all flutists. They're very, very knowledgeable. They can help you with choosing. What?
Just mention our code.
Yeah, just mention our code, and thank you so much for using it, for everyone who used it. And then also we have a Patreon. If you want to help us out, you can go there and tip us or get be a patron and have access to our live podcast and ask questions there. So thank you for all our patrons. And is there anything else?
I think that's it for now. We have new stuff coming up, but that's not mentionable yet. But yeah.
Okay. We're finishing our flute course that's going to be released very soon.
Which will be a digital course.
It's going to be a beginner course, so not for everyone, obviously, but then we'll do other ones that are going to be maybe a bit more advanced.
Yeah, plus some music and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Not many questions. People like it, but it was just...
Not many questions?
No, people were just kind of liking everything and excerpts. Some people would like to know, are there any excerpts that are... that can be for beginners that you would like to people, because those are in that book and a lot of books that people get, they're very advanced.
Yeah.
I know there's a book for beginner flutist excerpts.
Yeah.
But I don't have those books. But we're planning on making one soon.
We should.
That has all the ones for beginners, like.
Yeah, that are a bit more easy. Yeah.
Like Haydn wrote a lot of stuff that's quite easy.
Like Bizet, it's playable.
Yeah, Bizet.
It depends, like, yeah. Some of them are a bit more difficult, it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty intense because there's a lot of people who want to learn orchestra excerpts, but there are a lot of excerpts that are quite easy.
There are, we should make an edition of easier excerpts. Mm-hmm. And when you pick excerpts, like, you could do, like, say, this year I want to learn these 4 excerpts and work on, let's say, 1 a week. And go in rotation for the whole year. So you have times where you work on them and you have rest times. And that's kind of the best way to put them in your brain long term. Mm-hmm. So you have 1 a week. So after a month, you start the rotation again. And after a year, you pick 4 new ones. It looks like, or 6 months, you know. Every 6 months, you pick 4 new ones. Like, it looks like a long time, but it's more efficient. Like, you'll really know them. Mm-hmm. And also... even if you just do 15 minutes a day of excerpts or 10 minutes of excerpts. So I think that could be a good way to work on that.
Somebody's wondering why their F is not playing out correctly or coming out correctly.
Okay. The F, the normal F?
Yeah, I guess it's normal F.
I don't know. Like, there's a lot of keys involved around there. So maybe there's a leak and you need to have it checked by technician, your flute, if the F
sharp, I think.
F sharp?
Yeah.
Is it the 3rd F sharp?
I think it's middle F sharp.
Middle F sharp? Yeah, middle F sharp should come out, you know. If it doesn't come out, if you're playing F and your F comes out and your F sharp doesn't come out, it's your flute. If it's 3rd octave, the 3rd octave F sharp is a bit more difficult. So what I tell my students sometimes is that it's as if that note was another, you know, it's as if you were in elevator. You have the 1st octave, 2nd octave, 3rd octave. When you get to the F sharp, it's like it's on its own level by itself. So it's another way of getting the note. But yeah. Okay. If it's the 3rd octave, maybe it's just the way you're blowing, or but if it's the 2nd one, it's probably the flute.
Paige, she wants to know, I'm in 8th grade and I'm planning on upgrading my flute. Any suggestions?
Okay, so Paige in 8th grade is planning to upgrade her flute. Well, there's a lot of good flutes out there. You can check on flutesforsale.com and see like what with your price range, what's interesting. We have a lot of review videos of flutes like Yamaha and Sonare, and those are good intermediate flutes.
And usually that's the last flute people buy. It's like they're when they upgrade once.
Yeah. Or sometimes they will get a professional flute after. Like, it all depends on your budget. Maybe if you have a big budget, you can get a very high-end flute and never change ever again. Yeah. But some people also, like I have students that don't want to be professionals. They have a very good intermediate flute. That's going to be their flute forever. It's good enough. You just maintain it, you know. Make sure it's being maintained properly by a good technician, and then you can keep it for your whole life. But the best also is to try yourself. So let's say in your price range, you get a couple of different companies, different makers, and you have them delivered. You try them, then you figure out which one sounds best for you, what's more comfortable for you, you know. because like a review can only do so much, I think, because
Totally.
it's me playing the flute. It's a different experience when you play the flute. So yeah,
Exactly. Hopefully that helps. Cool. I think that's it.
that's it.
Yeah.
So that's cool. I hope this was helpful. If you liked the video, please like it. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and leave us some comments. We love to read you, and have a good day. Thanks for watching.